All right, cool. Our break's done. Going live in.
Oh, I already moved over.
Okay.
Going live in now.
Going live. Hello. Going live now. Wait, whoa, crazy. Why do I have long hair? Who already did the long hair toggle before stream even started? Hello? Actually, who am I kidding? Ty, let's do the
Bye.
long hair toggle. Hello, everyone. Hi.
So I realized that
You actually. Oh, did I press the wrong button? Crazy.
I realized at the last moment, because you had your ads running, I was on starting soon for like 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't. So usually, like I'll start my stream. Twitch will run for like a minute initializing things, and then it'll start the ads. And so like 4 minutes pass, and then we actually start stream. But this time, it's like, no, you're gonna wait like 3 minutes before I start the ads, and then the ads are gonna run for 3 minutes. So haha.
So
I mean, you could.
so normally I run my intro music through my Steam Deck, right? Or Stream
Yeah.
Deck. When I stream alone, I just do it through my desktop audio. But if I have other people in stream with me, I mute desktop and I open up the Stream Deck app because that's the only way it'll take the audio if it's not coming from desktop, right?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to open the app and I had desktop muted, so that was like 6 minutes of just pure silence on my intro. I was just sitting here listening to the music by myself.
A whole Spotify playlist used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. uh, but yeah, man, I forgot how good these are. I haven't had these in a while. I forgot how good the flaming hot Cheetos are.
Ooh, nice.
Actually, pretty good. Pretty good. Gotta
I
love me some Cheetos.
I bought one of those like big multi-pack boxes of chips.
Mmm.
Has Cheetos. Sadly, they're not flaming hot.
Yeah. Did I see your message before I got whisked off the screen? I to scream. Ah. Okay, there we go. To stream. I did not. Hold on. Or wait, did I? Yes, I did. Yeah. Congrats, Ty. I'm so happy it all worked out for you. Hehe. Yeah, man, what a week it's been. If you've noticed, I haven't posted the schedule yet. That's because I've been busy getting body slammed by my work. So like, so sorry for the delay on that.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't post one last week either, did you?
I did not.
So everything's going as normal.
Everything is going as normal. It's classic Nobu. But no, but yeah, seriously. Sorry about the schedule. I'll have something up at some point. I do have a plan this week. To be fair though, well, okay. Last week was because I had plans. But then like, so my Wednesday collab got canceled, and then something else got canceled, and then I had to like reschedule at the last minute something else, and I was like, okay, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. The entire week is just TBD. If I can't trust my schedule to stay the same this week, we're just gonna wing it. Hazy said they stole luck from you and gave it to me. Honestly, with the last 5 days I've been having, yeah, that checks out. That checks out. I was wondering where that went.
Oh boy, should I play Nobu Bingo while we stream?
Oh my god, yes. Play Nobu Bingo. It's the hit new game. Nobu Bingo. If you win, you get absolutely nothing, but you get to leverage over me that you got bingo. You get to flex. among all of your peers that you won at Nobu Bingo.
Damn, I'm gonna have to switch between the green text. Oh wait,
I guess should we rename it? Should we rename it No Bingo?
no bingo.
I think No Bingo is a good one. Maybe we should rename it to No Bingo.
I have a question. Since we're doing D&D green text, does that make
I open No Bingo.
the D&D square a free square?
It effectively, yeah. The entire stream is D&D themed, so you can just check off D&D right away. They said it was my turn with the luck. Sorry. Fair enough. I just inhaled a hot Cheeto.
Also, unfortunately, I think dying to gravity isn't going to happen this stream.
Defying gravity.
Okay, that too.
Unless you're me. In which case, you don't defy gravity. Gravity makes you its bitch. I'm also counting that scream earlier. You know what? Fair.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, no. So on the plus side though, I'm getting free food tomorrow, so that's fun.
Ooh.
So like yeah. The past 2 days have been an absolute like shitstorm of like being busy like 24/7, but it's okay because I'm getting free food tomorrow.
I'm getting free food on Thursday.
Hell yeah, free food. Okay. I know this is a known fact, but I just have to say, doesn't free food just always taste better?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like, there's something special about free food that just makes it taste better. Doesn't mean it's going to be the best food you've ever had, but like if you have like a comparable meal that you had to pay for and then the comparable meal that someone gave you for free, the free one always tastes better. If tomato sauce counts as you talking about Italian food, then that scream counts as a scream. Fair enough. Yeah, so how do we want to do this? Do you want to just I guess we can dub some D&D green text, then chat about it, and then dub another one and chat about it and keep going like that?
Yeah, I think that works.
I make the rules about Ty just, flipping the meme on its head. Instead of I don't make the rules, I just work here. It's Ty, I make the rules, I work here. It's funny how changing one word makes that sound infinitely more dominant. I make the rules, I work here.
You want the manager? I am the manager.
This isn't just a Wendy's, this is my Wendy's.
Ty, does that count for this is a Wendy's?
It does count for this is a Wendy's, I think. I own this place, obviously. What are you gonna do? Fire me? I'd like to speak to your manager. Okay, turns around. You're talking to him. Can I just say that's like one of the most like satisfying things to be able to do to anyone, like customer service, is just like I feel like everyone wants to become a manager in customer service just so they can do that to someone at some point. Just like, I want to speak to your manager. I am the manager. And just like melt their brain, you know? Watch them spontaneously combust. If I'm your admin, does that make you my manager? But you manage me. So wait, if I'm the manager of the manager managing me, then who manages who? What management?
Popstar Nobu over here.
Popstar Nobu. Start singing KDA. I have a sudden urge to sing K-pop. How'd that happen? I didn't redeem anything. Actually, I don't know. How did that happen? Wait. Shane, did you redeem the long hair toggle?
No. Wouldn't it say who redeems the toggle if someone redeemed it?
It would. But then why did it turn on its own?
Do you have it like
I'm not
keyed to
I'm not gonna
something?
question it. Yeah, my Stream Deck.
Oh, you don't have any like keyboard shortcuts to do it?
Yeah, it's Control Alt F1.
Not something I'd assume you'd accidentally press. Wait,
We still like
Nobu,
to watch K-pop Demon Hunters together. Once I'm not exploding, we do. We do.
have you not seen it yet, Nobu?
I have not because I've been waiting to watch it with Ty.
Hi, I'm gonna kidnap Nobu and watch it with him.
For short, can I join VC? What do you think?
I mean, sure. I don't have a problem with it.
Hop in, hop in. We're reading some DND Greentexts tonight, so if you'd like to join us.
I know what you're reading. That's why
Get in here, Sam.
that's why I wanted to join.
We can shitpost about stupid, overpowered D&D characters and a bunch of other meme stuff.
I'm editing something, so I'm just gonna kind of be here.
Fair enough. You have some choices. Would you like to have your model up on screen? Would you like to be a Fugi? Or option 3, would you like to be a disembodied voice, TM?
Do I even have YouTube Studio downloaded on my laptop? I don't think I do.
All right, Ty.
For me-
I won't steal Nobu from you.
Let me flip a coin. I guess I get a Fugi. I guess.
All right, hold on.
You get to see my beautiful Fugi.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Ah,
I
beautiful.
can get rid of. Wonderful.
Look at that. Look at that. Wonderful.
Ah, perfection. Okay, I can't delete your Shane, so I'm just gonna yeet it off screen. That should fix the problem. There we go.
We
Modern
should
problems
push
require
the
modern
PNG
solutions.
somewhere. We should take the PNG and push it somewhere else.
I can't really do that because for me, Sam is between the both of us, so one of us is going to be on screen too.
Oh wait, Sam is pinned to you. Hold on, wait. I need to make it so that Sam doesn't pin to things.
Yeah, I don't do the individuals. I just do the group. So here we are.
That's certainly one of the quotes of all time.
No, don't lock. No, no. Okay, so I don't know what I did, but Sam, you're now permanently bonded to Shane.
Wonderful.
So you congratulations. I now pronounce you Warlock and Fugi.
Cool.
Yeah, so I was having trouble with the with like the. Okay, it's a long story. I was having trouble with the um like web-based version of Fugi, so I'm like, okay, fine, and I caved, and I spent $4, $4 whole for them for Fugi Premium to be able to use Fugi in VTube Studio.
Ooh,
It's
fancy.
honestly kind of worse.
Oh no.
But hey, it works.
If it works, I guess.
If it's broken but it works, it's not broken. Not $4 whole dollars. I know I could have bought a coffee with that. I
I
could
know
have
you
bought a
love
coffee
coffee.
with that. What am I gonna do without my coffee that I got that you know that I spent my coffee money on Fugi Premium?
Damn, Nobu talking about coffee.
Oh yeah, you can check that off. Check that off.
Oh, I need a copy of the bingo card.
Uh,
It's pinned. It's pinned in my chat.
yeah. I,
there
I
it is.
I'm one away from bingo.
You're one away from bingo already? Oh,
Yes.
damn. Okay, let's go. It's randomized
How
for
mu-
everyone, so.
How much are we allowed to influence
Uh,
the stream for this?
if you're on
Uh,
stream, you're not allowed to, I think.
Man,
yeah.
that's fair.
And you can't just like, you know, like one of the options is scream. You can't just be like, "Hey Nobu, scream." Okay, that doesn't count.
I will say, Sam, coffee, scream, D&D, and this is a Wendy's are already marked off.
Well, obviously D&D. That's what the stream is about.
Actually, if you're looking at the screen share, you can see what I've already checked off.
But yeah. So okay, I guess I'll switch over to my full screen. So I'll go to the screen share and we can start reading some good old fashioned D&D green text.
All right, I'm going to switch over to live because that's where I have the screen up on my side.
Ah, there we go. Let there be D&D green text.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Right, on the topic of nerdy pastimes, did you see? Okay, in the Avatar set, Magic the Gathering, because I saw Magic the Gathering on the side, and now I'm curious, and now I need to mention this. Did you see? There's okay, you know the Yue, the Princess Yue, the one that
Yeah,
becomes a moon when she dies
yeah.
because the flavor.
Mm.
That's rough, buddy. But yeah, okay. So there's this really funny shitpost thing, where you can. So if you play a deck that has like copies, right? You can copy Yue, and because you're copying a legendary, the copy dies. But now the copy comes back into play as a land with the copy, like with the original creature's effect. And the original creature's effect is to copy a creature you have on the field.
So
You can copy like anything you have, and it becomes that creature, but it's a land. So like, just think of like the most like hilariously toxic blue cards that are like, but they're on legs, they're creatures, so they can be easily removed. And now, imagine them as lands.
Right.
It's evil, and I love it.
actually, what if you copied Zhao? A non-basic
So
land.
you as blue.
Well, I mean, if you were,
If you have you as your commander.
oh, if UA was the commander, then yeah.
If you as the commander, then you can only play blue.
I'm saying if you were running blue and red and had UA out,
Oh yeah,
copying
then
Zhao,
technically copy Zhao.
a non-basic land that makes non-basic lands enter tapped. And then if you pay 7 mana, it turns all non-basics into mountains, including itself.
Oh man, and it's a land, so you can't easily like remove it.
Joke's on you guys. I don't understand what any of that means.
Obsessed with long hair toggling on for no reason.
Long hair Nobu?
Yeah, I don't know what I drank today, but my hair is growing really long, and I can't stop it. Help me.
Nobu needs a haircut every 10 minutes.
I've got my barber on standby. Ah! Oh no, that was actually redeem. Okay, no, sorry.
Beautiful. I wanted to see what it looked like.
But yeah, so let's I guess, do you want to start with story 1?
Yeah, I was thinking we could do the short stories first. Because they are going to be the fastest. We can get through all of those. Then, depending on time, I was thinking the Commoner's Curse of 300 Wands, because that's one of my favorites. It's a series, but it's not a super long series. And then we could decide if we want to do other series or if we want to go to the long stories, depending on our time.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
first,
I can go I can go for about 2 hours from now. So
okay, Sir Barrington, the classic.
I'm just here for commentary. Ah, yes, classic.
Sir Barrington.
I'll read the green text. Do one of you two want to read the quotes? Or I guess since it's the bear and the servant, you guys can switch the quotes.
Can I be the servant? Sam, would you like to be the bear?
I wanted you to be the bear, but I can be the bear.
It's up to you. I can be the bear. I'm just not very
I'm
good
good with whatever.
at doing a bear voice.
What is a bear voice?
No, actually, no. You being the servant would be pretty meta because your Fugi is literally wearing a maid outfit.
Actually, there's 3 characters. So yeah, Nobu, you can be the bear. Sam the servant, and I'll be the guy who calls out Sir Barrington.
Okay.
All right. Make a bear character in D&D 3.5. DM laughs. Make bear a rogue. Put every point I can into disguise. Prestige class as a spy to get more disguise. DM says I can't speak English. Max out bluff. By growling and gesturing, I can fake speaking a language I don't speak. English. Use money to hire a butler NPC. Give him magical item to let him speak bear.
An excellent suggestion, Mr. Barrington. We really should ask the group to investigate the Black Marsh.
Over the course of the game, be knighted as Sir Barrington. Queen holds a dinner in my honor. A guest becomes the first man to ever make a perception check that can beat my disguise. Shouts out loud, "Hey, that guy's not a guy, he's just a bear!" Man is escorted out of the castle while the guards apologize profusely for the indignity.
We're so sorry, Sir Barrington. Very sorry for this man's behavior.
Shrugs.
The glorious Sir Barrington.
The glorious Sir Barrington. You know, it's funny though that the whole idea of like maxing out bluff and just like growling, making noises, and gesturing when you don't know a language, because that honestly works.
Yeah.
That works like too well 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Also, the idea of there just being one person who sees through it, but because no one else does, they think he's crazy.
He's a bear, guys. Do you not see he's a bear? He's getting dragged out. It's a bear.
It's a bear.
I'm just picturing the guy going absolutely like rabid as he's like getting dragged out by the royal guard.
Should we look at some of the comments? The files are historical posts. How old is this post actually? 12 years ago.
12 years ago. Crazy.
And at least as of even now, I think comments aren't locked. That's amazing.
That's great.
Oh yeah, there's a Crusader Kings 2 event that was based off of this.
Someone actually made a homebrewed 4E race that were bears with a +10 to pass any humanoid race. And the ability to make said bluff checks to speak any language. He needs a yellow hat and a blue coat. Oh, actually, this reminds me. So, at one point I was running a Starfinder campaign. And
I'm playing in a Starfinder campaign.
Nice. I approve. So, one of my players in our crew, okay. So anyways, we're looking at the classes and he sees biker and he's like, "Oh, dude, I want to be a biker. That sounds sick." And then he looks at the races and we're going through the list of races and it's like, okay, you have human, elf, the classic fantasy races, and then further down the list, there's sentient bear. And so as soon as he spotted that, he's like, I'm taking that. And so and thus was born the party's sentient bear biker by the name of the Bear Necessities. Truly one of the characters of all times.
Truly.
It was really funny though, because like we also had another guy who was basically a giant like land-dwelling jellyfish, and that race was pretty cool too. I forget what they're called, but the race is blind. They can't see because they're jellyfish. They literally have no eyes. But they have like blind sense up to 30 feet. So within 30 feet, 360 degrees around them, they can see everything. But like you get to that 30-foot line and it's just like it's like a wall. It's just darkness. They can't see anything past 30 feet. So of course, his weapon of choice was a shotgun. And the sword because he's a jellyfish with multiple hands.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Well, yes, but it gets better because the bear biker. One of the class features is you can modify your bike. And what did he use?
boy.
What did he choose as one of his modifications?
A buzzsaw.
You ever you know those like tiny little like sidecars for like the motorcycles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so now picture you have a motorcycle, like a Harley Davidson style motorcycle, but it's like sci-fi-ified.
of course.
And there's like a car, like a small like little like thing attached to it, like a second seat. And so you've got riding the motorcycle, you've got this like giant bear, and next to him is a literal giant jellyfish with a shotgun. And he was basically using it as like effectively just like
Turret.
for drive-bys. It was so like, and because the motorcycle basically gave him like ridiculous movement speed, like something like I think at the higher levels he had like 200 feet per round with his
That's
motorcycle.
pretty fast.
He was zooming with this thing, so he'd just like ride into the middle of the enemy formation, and like as he's riding, the jellyfish is like, okay, I shoot with my shotgun.
There is a cat under my bed.
There is a cat.
Yeah.
The cat failed the stealth check and rolled a 1.
Yeah.
How would stealth checks work against a jellyfish if they see in every direction?
Don't get within 30 feet of it, I guess.
If you move slowly enough, maybe they won't notice you. With the
I have
blind
mastered the
sense.
art of being so perfectly still that I am invisible.
No, but you're eating a
True.
Zarg nut.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I can see it.
No, I'm not.
All right, well, that was a fun one. You guys ready to be depressed?
Yay!
Oh, fuck, I need to make this even bigger.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
That's like font size 2. Okay, there we go.
This thread reminds me of one I saw a while back. Mainly just brainstorming material for making the players sad. Well, the DM in the campaign I'm in apparently also saw that thread, because something similar to one of the ideas that got thrown around ended up as a quick one-shot encounter that we happened across while traveling between towns. We were approaching a frontier town and ran across a pair of statues by the road. The quality and expressions made it obvious they were people who had been petrified. A group of similarly equipped people a short distance away confirmed that their party had been attacked by a Medusa, and they had lost 2 of their number before they fought it off. We tracked the Medusa to its lair, an old ruined temple. We found what had obviously been its home, but no Medusa. We also didn't find the collection of people-turned-statues that we thought we would, which meshed with what the residents of the nearby town later told us. They had never even heard of there being a Medusa in those ruins, and had certainly never encountered one. Only the group that we had run into on the road had. What we did find was a large collection of letters. Apparently the Medusa had started writing letters to a man in the nearby town, at first pretending to be a girl who had spurned him. Then, after a while, as they grew closer, she admitted who, and even later what, she really was. They eventually agreed to meet. Nobu, would you like to read the second one?
Sure. We also found a note addressed to whoever might find and read it, explaining what had happened. The man had arrived at the ruins at the same time another group was exploring the ruins, investigating rumors of a monster hiding out there. And while the group nosing around in the ruins didn't find her, he startled her, saw her, and turned to stone. The note went on to say that she was leaving the ruins to find some way to cure him. There was one more note after that one. At that point, the DM handed each of us a piece of paper, which read, I'm such a fool. Of course, a lone woman traveling the high road would look like an appetizing target. I got 2 of them, but I took a bad hit. Even with the supplies in my pack, I don't know if I could make it. And I lost it in the fight. Without it, I won't last the night. At least I'm not alone anymore. I'm such a fool. After a short while exploring the ruins, we found a solitary statue of a man looking startled. The statue had been decorated with wreaths and flowers, and curled up at the statue's feet was a dead Medusa. We went back and found the group from the road. They asked us if we found the monster. We replied that we had, and proceeded to kill all of them. Yes! Yes! Look at my swords. 1 silver for monsters, 1 steel for humans. Draws the steel sword.
I think there's a quote in, I think, the 3rd one where he's like, it's a common misconception. Both swords are for monsters.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a good quote. I love that.
That is a good quote.
I love stories where they humanize monsters a bit.
It is really fun. It is really fun. Like, so I kind of tried to do that in one of my campaigns because, like, so one of my campaigns, all of the villains were like really powerful wizards and stuff, right? But they all kind of had like a humanizing factor to them. Like, they were like super like level 20 wizards, like who were basically crazy with their own power. But they all had like really like kind of human character flaws, and I tried to make them as like somewhat relatable as possible. One of them actually almost got the party to join him instead of actually killing him, which is really funny. And I was like kind of panicking because that would have derailed everything I had planned.
That's why you can't make plans.
That's why you can't make plans. I've learned that from my first campaign. If you looked at the notes I have from like the first campaign I ever ran, and the notes I have for like our most recent um our most recent Call of Cthulhu campaign, dude, like from like full on novel to like point form. Although for some cinematic scenes I like to go all out. Sometimes it's worth the effort to go all out and like really cover all the bases.
Well, it doesn't help
Look at the
when
mask that terrified Tyria.
I was gonna say, it also doesn't help when we high roll encounters and just walk through everything like it's a breeze.
That was. Let me. You know, I've gotten to a point where high rolls don't even bother me anymore because I once had a player whose crit rate was 5 to 20.
So 1 in 4.
No, he would crit on a 5 to 20. So it was 3 out of
Oh.
4. Yeah. No, 1 to 4 is his fail.
Damn.
Yeah, so Pathfinder has like an alternate crit ruling that I liked him. At least Pathfinder 1, he had like the main crit, and then they had like an alternate crit ruling that I personally liked more and was using that for a long time. Right? Now, unfortunately, later down the line they released the Magus class. And for the Magus class, there is a subclass called the Kensei. And the Kensei has a really cool ability to add their intelligence modifier to their crit rate.
Oh boy.
But technically, it's their crit confirmation chance, not their actual crit chance. But with the alternate rulings, like if you're using the alternate crit rules, it kind of ends up working out to go onto their actual straight crit chance. And needless to say, yeah, no, that class was not compatible with the alternate crit rules. We still ran it anyways. It was really fun. He would do like 200 damage a hit.
Balance.
it got very interesting trying to balance encounters when the magus of the party can just lightly tap it with his sword and just implode the nearest enemy.
Just how it is sometimes.
Yeah. Like, I cast shocking grasp through my sword. Cool. How much damage does that do? Hold on, I'm still rolling. What do you mean you're still rolling? Okay, so
Damage.
it's I do 200 damage. Okay, well, whatever you hit, it doesn't exist anymore.
The damage it does is yes. See that thing that I'm attacking? It's not there anymore. That's all you need to know.
To be fair though, it was really fun to make encounters with that party because it really forced me to think of creative ways to make the fact that he could do 200 damage a hit not matter.
20 chromatic dragons.
And 20 chromatic dragons. Um. Yeah. No, I had one fight was basically an enemy party that was working for the villains. Like, so the villains had a party hunting the players. So it was like an adventure party versus adventure party, and like it was like 1-to-1. So like for each character, there was one person in the other party. Um, and in a stroke of storytelling genius that was absolutely hilarious. Um, the magus like spotted one of the people on the enemy team that were like, okay, no, they seem pretty chill and not as evil as everyone else. I'm gonna look them in the eye and tell them, hey, if I teleport us out of here and like we can go get some ice cream or stuff, I promise I won't kill you. Your friends are gonna die. If you stay here and fight, I promise you're gonna die too. You want to just go get some ice cream? And he rolled and he passed. He passed the charisma check. So
Yeah.
he screwed off. He burned one of his teleports, and they went to go get ice cream while everyone else fought to the death. Two of the party members nearly died. Actually, one of them did die and had to be resurrected.
You should have just made the evil party them with like mustaches.
But something I've been thinking of. I think I've told you about my warlock character Nobu.
Yeah.
Like she's a cinnamon roll or whatever. You know what I've been thinking of? You know what I've been thinking, Nobu?
What have you been thinking?
What if she heroically sacrificed herself at the near the end of the game?
Oh, okay. Love a good heroic sacrifice.
That would be very evil of me and the DM to do.
I'm guessing everyone likes the character.
I think so. I hope so.
Perfect, even better.
Exactly.
I mean, look, you're talking to the guy who my Call of Cthulhu campaign. The entire prologue was designed to set up the NPC that everyone would like, so that I can murder him in the first act of the campaign itself.
Exactly. Like look at this cinnamon roll character that you all love. What if she died?
The joy and power of being a DM.
I'm not even. No, this is my. I'm the player. This is my character.
Hey, you write your own story. I've always said this, and I feel like it's the most accurate portrayal of D&D. Being a dungeon master in, well, not just D&D, but any TTRPG really, it's like trying to write a story, right? You're trying to write a story. You're trying to tell this novel, right, to other people. Except the one catch is all of your main characters are sentient and don't want to do anything you want them to do.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to write a novel, but the main character just decides, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. It makes it 10 times better though.
Well, when it seems like the DM's goal is to traumatize the players, it's kind of understandable that they don't want to do anything.
It is fun to traumatize my players.
True.
Right, Ty?
Interesting.
I don't think Ty's there.
Guy's gone.
Rip.
Tyler
Yeah.
doesn't want to respond to me. I'm sad. But
Sad.
anyways, shall we move on to the next one?
Yes, we shall.
An evil necromancer in an online solo game. Oh. Necromancy? I was a necromancer once.
Oh, this is a good one. Sam, you want to start us off?
Okay. Let me tell you about necromancy. I played a necromancer once, in what I thought was a solo game over IRC. I went around to places where the economy was horrible, the rulers were tyrants, and people were downtrodden. There, hidden in what is that? Cairns?
Barnes.
Cairns.
Cairns? The heck's a cairn?
It's like a grave, but
I think
like a crypt,
it's.
but
I think.
also not a crypt.
I think it's like a crypt, but the underground ones. I think.
Are crypts above ground, aren't they?
Yeah, crypts are
I want
the
a cairn terrier. I want a cairn.
crypts are like the big rooms that are above ground. Cairns are the same thing, but they're underground.
What's the difference between a cairn and a tomb?
No, other way around. The crypt is underground.
Is it?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
I taught the people how to use the dead in their defense, and when defense was not needed, in their fields. I taught spellcraft and surgery. I taught them to think for themselves. I overthrew tyrants. I saved civilizations. I left in my wake prosperous, well-fed democracies populated by the living and the working dead. Eventually, I became old, tired. I knew that lichdom was not for me, benefits aside. I was ready to move on. I had mastered this side of death, yet there was so much more to learn that required intimate knowledge of the other side.
Nobu.
As I prepared my final resting place, with a missive spell to go out to all my prodigies. I used the simple scrying spell to view the places I had visited once more. What I saw surprised and disgusted me. The living once again worked the fields instead of the schools and libraries. So-called good kings once more had tyranny over the people. Ignorance and fear ruled these lands again, and bodies were cremated, even the bones, and scattered so that no necromancer could use them for good or ill. I traced back the lines of fate to find what had caused such disasters. What had destroyed the lands which I had saved? Adventurers, so-called saviors, hunting down the most powerful necromancer in the world, the Archlich, they called me. I wasn't even dead. The stories they circulated claimed I had lived 1,000 years, spreading misery and the walking dead in my wake. Misery? Most certainly not. And I was scarcely 60 years old, though my mentor had certainly lived a long time. And his mentor before him, I wasn't even a lich. Not after I had discovered this, my body failing, one organ at a time, this group of adventurers found me.
I lay on my deathbed. They were expecting a fight, some cackling, evil mastermind to kill so that they could have been called heroes. They did not expect an old, bitter man who had seen his life's work destroyed because of paranoia and bigotry. I told them what I had done, and why I had done it. I told them of my hopes and dreams for a world where no living man would have to work, where all could spend time doing what they truly desired. Study, advancement, even the simple pleasures of a small farm and family, if they so wished. A world free of petty tyrants, where each man could vote for the ruler of their town or their nation. In the end, I cried. For my protégés, good men dead at the hands of these heroes. For my plans, dashed against the rocks of hatred. For myself, an old, broken, dying man with a wasted life. As it turns out, my DM was using me as the BBEG for another campaign he was running. And according to him, I succeeded beautifully.
That's actually crazy.
Incredible.
That's so crazy. Get a solo player, tell him you're the hero of the story. Turns out he's the villain. That is so crazy. I love that.
Especially using something that's typically viewed as like a bad thing as a way to make the world better, but then get a different group and frame it as like, no, this really is a bad thing. You have to stop it.
I mean, that's the thing with necromancy and D&D. Necromancy and D&D and Pathfinder are very interesting because, like, the entire idea of it is just kind of reusing the dead. But like, that could be. It doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. Also, a lot of healing spells are actually labeled as necromancy.
Yeah.
In fact, most healing spells are labeled as necromancy.
Okay, maybe I.
And some good combat spells are as well, like Toll the Dead, which is a spell used by clerics.
You'd be surprised if you go through the
I know
cleric
I
spell
use
list
Toll the
just
Dead a
how
lot.
many, like, the sheer amount of necromancy on the cleric spell list is insane.
Oh yeah.
Like, for a good character, they have a lot of necromancy.
Well, they don't have to be good.
I like the way you think, sir.
I mean, you got death clerics.
You do,
So-
and Hell Knights. Hell Knights are fun.
I mean, death clerics don't necessarily have to be bad.
I know, but they say they definitely don't have to be good either.
Fair. Also, just the idea that this ability is normally considered bad, but if this special group uses it, it's not. Like, just the hypocrisy there.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to go eat dinner soon.
Nom.
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
Also, just I like having like two campaigns sharing the same world, but them not being aware of it in the moment.
Yeah, that part's the fun one. I think pretty much all of my Pathfinder campaigns have been in the same world. I just keep building and retconning on top of each other with that world, and it's gotten very interesting. Let's just put it that way.
I actually think the current season of Critical Role is doing something similar. Though I haven't really kept up with Critical Role in years.
Yeah.
They have, like, I think over a dozen players in the campaign. They're doing it in, like, groups of 3. I mean, 3 groups.
I mean, my current D&D campaign that I'm in is kind of doing something similar. We're 2 groups of 3, each with our own objective. I'm just happy that my tank build worked. That was a fun session. Being able to 1v1 someone 3-ish levels above me. And he couldn't even get past my AC except for the one time he crit.
Rip.
Oh, it was fun. Gotta love a high AC.
What do we got next?
An evil campaign gun. Oh. This one. Okay.
Why do you sound like that?
It's. Well, you'll find out when we read it.
I don't like the
They're getting a
implication.
little bit long. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can still read this kind of. Gotta squint a bit.
Oh yeah, because it's Yeah. My DM and group decided to start an evil campaign, something I didn't really want to take part in, and in hindsight should have not joined at all. My character was in a group that contained a barbarian cannibal, a witch that poisoned whales on whims. That's alliteration there. And a wizard that wanted to take over the world. I was playing a rogue. In our party's downtime, which was spent in a city the wizard wanted to take over, we each did our own thing. The barbarian started an underground arena where he ate the losers. The witch and wizard experimented on slaves. And my character stalked a young girl. That's it. Just making hide checks and watching a young girl from a distance. Whatever my intents were, I didn't reveal them, and this made everyone feel what I consider unreasonably uncomfortable. The barbarian, who enjoyed describing the different parts of the human he ate as supple or juicy, was the first to tell me out of character that I was fucked up. The rest of the group chimed in, but when I reminded them that no one said anything when the witch injected demon blood into a pregnant slave's belly in an attempt to artificially create a half-demon, and ended up just poisoning both the mother and the fetus, they grudgingly kept quiet.
Interesting party.
Who wants to read the next part? Or should I just go through? Because
yes.
should I just keep going since I think I might have the best chance of reading it all?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay.
I can barely read some of that.
It's fair. It's kind of
Well,
JPEG'd. The DM, as if to try and dissuade me from my chosen course, had the young girl's life be remarkably uneventful. She woke up, had breakfast, and went to the academy where she studied. After classes, she went home, had dinner, studied some more, and went to sleep. After 6 months of in-game time, the barbarian had a small group of cannibalistic gladiators as his underlings. The witch had successfully started a part demon breeding project, and the wizard had infiltrated the high council of the city and had started secretly administering a highly addictive drug. My character had learned the young girl's name, knew her favorite foods, saw which students she got along with, and even had a pretty good idea of which boys fancied her. At first, I had thought that the rest of the group was uncomfortable with me stalking the young girl because they thought my character was doing it for sexual purposes. Slowly, I realized it was because over the course of the game sessions, they had all started to care in their own small ways about this studious little girl. Though their characters did horrible, unspeakable things to people, those people were all nameless strangers that none of them saw as humans. My character, however, was getting to know his intended victim, carefully and diligently, with the rest of the group slowly getting to know her as well. By the time the wizard had full control of the city, his player knew that the little girl wanted to study exotic plants, especially flowers. The academy that he now had complete control over was her favorite place in the world, and her worst fear was if something ever happened to it. The witch had minor demons assaulting slaves in secret chambers in the sewers, with many of their foul progeny spilling out into the streets above. A few of these chambers were dangerously close to the roads the young girl took to get to school, though thankfully for her, the monsters only came out during the night. The barbarian had been tracked down by a trio of bastards he had spawned many years ago, each of them seeking to kill the father who had abandoned them. After the barbarian had killed and devoured them, in the end the player knew less about his character's own children than he did about the stranger that the party's rogue had decided to stalk. By then, everyone had started to suspect that I had no ill intent towards the girl. I had done nothing to interact with the girl, nothing even remotely involved with her, besides being a stone's throw away from her as much as possible. The barbarian proposed a theory, in that my character's only intent was to hone his stealth and skill during his free time, and that I, being unwilling to actually commit to being evil, had chosen a mildly evil-themed approach. I didn't refute this theory.
Okay, so what do we think? Do we think it's gonna end up being something wholesome? Well, I guess with the title, or do you think it's gonna end up being something real fucked up?
I don't know, but I'm kind of
Hmm.
too intrigued to let this go now.
Hmm. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
It's all right. I've read this before, so I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
After that moment, the group seemed to actually take an interest in the young girl. From a callous perspective, they were just using her to provide their characters with someone they could be good towards, just to create a greater sense of depravity in the evil they committed. From a kinder perspective, the players were good people at heart and just couldn't be evil to the young girl. The academy was provided with extra funding, and a set of greenhouses were built for the exclusive use of the students. The demon blood experiments were now under close supervision, with nightly patrols to help eradicate the escaped specimens. The barbarian, straightforward as ever, simply approached the girl, gave her a rare potted plant, and told her that if she ever wanted anything, she could ask him for it. In the following months, she became a sort of mascot for the group. Though all of their methods were evil, they now justified their actions by saying they were for the benefit of this young girl, who they secretly, and not so secretly, doted upon. At first, only the barbarian was on speaking terms with the girl, but after the wizard took an official position as a governor of the school, and the witch soon followed after him, they all came to know the girl, more than they had simply through my character's observations. Our campaign was slowly, ever so slowly, shifting in alignment as the players began to question their characters' methods. As they grew closer to the young girl, it became harder and harder to conceal their experiments and activities. At first, they only stopped the most obvious ones, but eventually, the die-hard evil group had shifted to a rather neutral, if not partially good party. Our DM, who loved character arcs and unlikely story progression, praised my character for introducing an element into the story that allowed a group of evil people to redeem themselves. As he described the young girl walking home from the greenhouses, the DM took a moment to also say that he suspected that I had always planned to eventually turn the evil campaign into an ordinary one. Laughing, I told him I had never had such an intent, and then I told him how my character slowly emerged from the shadows, stalked towards the girl, and stabbed her in the neck.
Yep.
Oh, that's so evil.
Yeah.
Hey
I
guys,
knew
we're gonna do an evil campaign and make a bunch of edgy characters that do a bunch of crazy, messed up, sadistic, evil things. The rogue. I'm just chilling. Hey, here's this NPC that you guys are all gonna fall in love with. They're really nice. Look at them. Look at them. Look at the cool NPC. And I killed the NPC. How to traumatize your players 101. It's so effective though. And it's basically what they did. Now that I think about this, isn't that basically what they did in Call of Cthulhu?
Kind of, yeah.
Like
Oh
basically.
no! Oh, hey, wait a minute. Oh no!
I was like, hey, here's this really cool author, like explorer extraordinaire. He's really cool. You guys are gonna like him. Saved the party's life like 2-3 times in Peru. Everything was cool, and I killed him.
I think this is worse though, because it's not the DM doing this; it's a fellow player.
Oh yeah, yeah. It makes it even better. That's the fell. Hey. What on earth did I miss?
Don't worry, Ty. I think. Yeah, just
TLDR,
TLDR
villain
it.
campaign. A bunch of people were playing like really evil characters, and the rogue was like, "No, I'm just gonna like follow this one NPC around and like just get to know them." And that's all they did. And everyone else just advanced their evil plots, and the fourth player was just like, "Nah, I'm just gonna follow the NPC around and get to know them." And then slowly over the course of the evil campaign, everyone started becoming good because they all liked this NPC so much that they couldn't be mean to them. And they all moved from like super villain energy to just like doting on this one NPC and like just caring for them. And that's when the fourth player, who was just kind of chilling in the background the entire time, killed the NPC.
Oh, you left before we started
Just
reading anything?
traumatized the other 3 people.
That's rough.
Oh,
Well, we had a bear that pretended to be a person.
yeah, Sir Barrington.
Then we had a sad story about a Medusa who fell in love and was attacked. Also, she accidentally turned her lover to stone. Then we had the
I could
necromancer.
make a joke. I could make a joke. I could make a joke, but I'm not gonna make a joke.
Oh god.
I can make a really bad joke with that, but I'm not gonna make a joke.
I have a guess on what the joke is going to be.
Yeah,
I'm biting my tongue.
let's just leave it there. Then we had the necromancer who was in a solo game teaching people necromancy for good. Then turns out he was actually the evil guy in a different group's campaign, and they murdered all his students.
Make the joke. I guess you could say that. I guess you could say the guy was on hard. Get it? Because he got turned to stone.
Okay.
Anyways.
Let's read about Eric and the gazebo.
It's not as funny
Oh, yes.
now because the moment passed. But you asked for it, so I had to deliver.
I sent you something, Nobu.
Oh god, what did you send me? Divorce.
Look at it, Nobu.
All right. So for this one, Nobu, I want you to be Ed, and Sam, I want you to be Eric. Okay.
I already know what the. This is a pretty funny one.
Wait, what's this? Wait, what's this one? What's the title?
It's Eric and the gazebo.
Eric and the gazebo. I love this. Okay.
Yeah. So Nobu, you're going to be Ed. Sam, you're going to be Eric. In the early 70s, Ed Whitechurch ran his game, and one of the participants was Eric Sorensen. Eric plays something like a computer. When he games, he methodically considers each possibility before choosing his preferred option. If given time, he will invariably pick the optimal solution. It's been known to take weeks. He is, otherwise, in all respects, a superior gamer. Eric was playing a neutral paladin in Ed's game. He was on some lord's lands when the following exchange occurred.
You see a well-groomed garden. In the middle, on a small hill, you see a gazebo.
A gazebo? What color is it?
It's white, Eric.
How far away is it?
About 50 yards.
How big is it?
Mm-hmm. It's about 30 feet across, 15 feet high, with a pointed top.
I use my sword to detect good on it.
It's not good, Eric. It's a gazebo.
I call out to it.
It doesn't answer. It's a gazebo.
I sheath my sword and draw my bow and arrows. Does it respond in any way?
No, Eric. It's a gazebo.
Hold on, where is that? Give me where did I put those? There it is. There we go. Let me. Dang. I shoot him with my bow and arrow. That is, I don't know, I 10 to hit. What happened?
There is now a gazebo with an arrow sticking out of it.
Wasn't it wounded?
Of course not, Eric. It's a gazebo.
But that was a +3 arrow.
It's a gazebo, Eric. A gazebo. If you really want to try and destroy it, you could try and chop it down with an axe, I suppose. Or you could try and burn it. But I don't know why anyone would even try. Because it's a fucking gazebo.
Long pause. He has no axe or fire spells.
I run away.
Too late, Eric. You've awakened the gazebo. It catches you and eats you.
No. Maybe we'll roll up a fire-using mage so I can avenge my paladin.
At this point, the increasingly amused fellow party members restored a modicum of order by explaining to Eric what a gazebo is. Thus ends the tale of Eric and the dread gazebo. It could have been worse. At least the gazebo wasn't on a grassy knoll.
I got my dice out for that. I rolled a 3 on the dice. I did not. I think I
Oh
missed
no,
the
not a
gazebo.
3.
Well, I mean, if we got like a +3 error, that's probably like what is it, like probably like a +10 to hit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Assuming you're built for Dex, you've probably got like +3 to Dex and then another +3 from the arrow. So we could say 9 or 10. Yeah.
I mean, you got to got like proficiency.
That being said,
We
the
can't
AC is
forget the
probably
proficiency
that being
bonus.
said, the AC is probably not very hard to hit because
It's large. It's large and it doesn't move.
And is it because
It has an AC of 2. As long as you don't roll in that 1, you've got it.
No, that was good.
Okay, so the gazebo's weakness. You're telling me the gazebo's weakness is dex save spell. Is the spells that have a dex save?
Yep.
Like fireball, for example.
Yes, it can't move or dodge the Dex saving throw. It's a gazebo.
Well, I know what we need to use now.
The drunken fighter. Oh, this sounds fun.
I recall a group almost 10 years ago where that guy was a relatively new player to our group, and we'd agreed the game was going to be about mid-high fantasy D&D heroics. So he shows up with his drunken old man lout of a fighter. Meanwhile, we're all playing young kind of weeaboo anime hero types. This is already going well.
Nice. I love this.
We tolerated him and how often he talked about how drunk, smelly, and generally obnoxious his character was. He would use metagame knowledge to make fun of our characters in character, laughing at us when we'd get knocked out, calling us cowards when we'd failed our fear checks, and the DM would take pity on us and just kind of give us let it slide looks and let us take rerolls. We'd bitch about it between sessions, and we sort of grew to hate this guy as a player. His character would go onto long diatribes about dungeons and gold and how useless we were, and we'd get into hour-long arguments where the DM would constantly have to remind us all to keep it in character. Anyways, the campaign goes on for at least a year, and the storyline is kind of climaxing with the DM NPC gets kidnapped, and so after another argument session, we get convinced by that guy to take a suicide mission and storm a castle, and he's basically yelling at us IRL we have to do it. This is going well so far.
Sounds like a very healthy D&D party to me.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's read the next one.
I guess I can go. So, when we agree, he leaves the room with the DM for a few minutes. And we assume this is all some meta plot. How he's gonna fuck us over and steal our shit. They come back in as if nothing happened. Session continues, but we're all on guard. Assuming something is up. We storm the castle, or whatever, and have a lot of fun, actually. Not really noticing that this guy has stopped being so obnoxious. He hasn't once mentioned how his character reeks of whiskey or onions or whatever. Though he wastes a good 5 minutes explaining how his character shaved his beard. Whatever. We just assumed the DM talked to him about it and how it was annoying us. Epic battles ensue and fast forward to face off with the BBEG, some lich thing, and the fight isn't going so well. We're getting spanked. Our cleric is down, oof. And Mr. Fighter has a haste, and out of nowhere he goes, I rush to Cedric, our cleric, and slap him. Get up, you coward! At this point, I groan, but the DM is like, Cedric, you're back up with XX HP. Then Mr. Fighter goes, I turn to the Lich, and I smite him. And suddenly it clicked for all of us. The fucker has been playing a paladin the entire time. His insults were his lay on hands, and calling us out as cowards was his anti-fear aura. He wasn't that guy. We were that guy, and we just absolutely been roleplayed for almost a year.
Incredible.
Oh, that's good. The fact that he never gave away what class he was is crazy.
The fact that they never noticed.
The fact that he never noticed he was like he was actually doing like
Oh no, my
paladin shit.
Has
How do you not realize that the fourth person at your table is a paladin after a year of playing the game together?
I
That is
mean,
wild.
presumably he worked like most spells with the DM to be smacking the players, and everything I assume that wasn't that he just didn't do. Like I assumed before this he wasn't doing any smites.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah. That does make sense, because he never smited. Or if he did smite, it'll just like kind of looks like flavor into something else.
extra strong hit.
Extra strong punch. Punch. That's good.
Also, if he was constantly drunk, I wonder if alcohol is like the symbol of his patron.
So funny story about that, but in Pathfinder, at least I know for a fact, there's actually one of the gods in Pathfinder. Fuck it, story time. One of the gods in Pathfinder, goes by the name of Caden Kayleen, and they're probably my favorite god because they're the god of alcohol, freedom, and something else. Basically, um in Pathfinder, there's this thing called the Test of the Starstone. It's like a level 40 dungeon, that's tailored to be specifically as hard as possible for the person taking the test, and it has to be done solo. At least that's the lore. That's the lore of it. This guy Caden one day is at the bar with his friend, right? Just a normal human freedom fighter from God knows where, right? And he's blasted. So Dionysus, yeah, kind of. He's blasted, wasted out of his mind, completely drunk, right? And in his drunken stupor, his friend bets him, hey, I bet you can't take the test of the Starstone. And he gets angry, still completely wasted, and is like, oh yeah? Watch me. And he storms out of the bar angrily. And suddenly, no one can find him. They search everywhere, all his friends look for him. The guy goes completely missing, and no one knows where he is for 3 whole days. Until suddenly, on the 4th day, the guy walks out of the central temple where this dungeon is, and he's a god now. He
Damn.
passed the test. But the best part about the story is, he was so drunk like during the entirety of the test that he doesn't even remember how he did it. Man walked into a level 40 mythical dungeon by himself, wasted, became a god, and it's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I won the bet though. Has to be one of my favorite backstories for a divine being of all time.
That is pretty cool. Now I really need to practice my high pitched voice though.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I need to practice my high pitched voice for that warlock I was talking about earlier.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be quite kawaii.
Yes, exactly. Because if I do a good job at that, it's gonna be even worse when she sacrifices herself.
Oh god.
Oh boy. Is that Link?
Sam, did you just...
Huh?
Okay.
I mean, isn't that character not Link?
No.
Oh,
I mean, he's holding the Master Sword.
that's what I'm saying.
He?
They're holding the Master Sword.
While wearing Link's famous pink tunic.
Maybe it's Zelda. Maybe it doesn't look like Zelda, but I don't know. I'm just reaching here, okay?
I don't know.
That's the Master Sword.
The group is having a party for cleaning a goblin cave that's been annoying the village. Save the Lord's daughter. BBEG shows up. Says he has come to claim the virgin wife so that he may perform a ritual to summon a demon. Obviously refused to hand girl over. Fight breaks out. Bard grabs the girl and runs away. Seduces the girl whilst the rest of the group try to fight the BBEG and are failing. Has sex with the girl. No longer a virgin. DM is furious. Angry that we completely destroyed this plot. Does the DM have the right to be angry that we poked a hole in the plot to beat the BBEG?
That's wild. But I mean, also that's perfectly in character for the bard. I feel like
Yeah.
every bard I've ever had in any of my parties has been like a horny fiend.
Yeah. I'll just say...
I've never had a bard. I have never had a bard in any one of my parties who wasn't... I feel like at this point, like, if you play a bard and your character isn't at least a little bit horny, you've broken one of the, like, the covens of D&D, and, like, Matthew Mercer is going to appear in the corner of the room and start throwing foam noodles at your head.
You stole that from Joe Cat. I
did.
know what
It's
you
great.
are.
It's a great reference. It's a great reference, though. Come on.
Yeah. Also,
Seriously, though.
bit of meta commentary. I know they don't say how old the Lord's daughter is in the post. I don't like that they use a picture.
Hold on. Wait,
like that.
I need to take a second.
Okay.
And repeat that without mimicking Megatron.
What?
Yeah, that was okay. Good. That was okay. Good. That wasn't just me.
This is a fantasy subplot. No sci-fi.
Did my mic, like,
I guess I'm
roboticize or something?
I'm not supposed to influence anything. I'm not supposed to
Wait, you
influence
play
anything.
the bard, Ty? Wait, you play the bard? I for some reason I didn't realize your character was a bard. It's okay. They don't hurt. Don't worry about it.
How long have you been playing with Ty on this?
My fairy is a bard. Oh. Well, congratulations on being the first bard I know to not be.
Is this a campaign you're on, Nobu?
No.
Okay, good. I was about to say, didn't we just have a story about how did you not notice they were playing a class?
To be fair, she only played like 3 sessions. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, damn. Hold on.
Oh.
Alternative. Yes, there we go.
Oh. I see half-orc monk. That is... I can't read that.
Yeah, it's very... I'll see if the third one is better.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, I guess I'm reading the whole thing. Because I can barely read it.
Alright, this one's on you.
Playing half-orc monk. Decide to play something beyond Weeaboo, I am a master of martial arts. Spend 100 GP on inlaid mask and intricate tribal designs seen on the side with a fin. Become Los Tiburon, the shark of the land, masked wrestler.
That's amazing.
Take feats revolving around grappling. Grapple everything. Everything. Every fucking thing. Including, but not limited to, a bear. Final part of campaign. Oh shit, dragon. Dragon acts like a. Not gonna say that. Ducking into water and popping up to use breath weapon. Fuck that. I'm charging his ass.
I see why it was deleted.
Yeah. Brother, playing Warforged Fighter, assists my mighty leap into the air, where I pose mid-air, shouting about the honor of the mask. Tackle a fucking dragon. Deal unarmed damage, latch on, take deep breath in preparation for the underwater struggle. Dragon goes up, forgot they can actually fly. DM gives me option to let go before he goes up. Fuck that, I'm still wrestling. 200 feet in the air, still wrestling a dragon, and dealing unarmed damage. Dragon actually starts hurting me. Have to come up with a plan. Brilliance strikes me. I rolled a pin. Entire table is silent. I roll to pin the wings behind his back so he can't fly anymore. Entire table is leaning over so I can make my roll of destiny. Natural fucking 20. I pin the dragon's wings, sending it and me hurtling into the ground. I have 6 seconds to make a final statement. I am Los Tiburon, and I am a lucha. Dragon's neck snaps on impact. To sheer luck or GM fate, possibly both, I survive with minus 4 HP. Cleric puts me back at 1, picks me up, holding one arm into the air. My brother immediately bangs his shield twice, making a bell noise. Party's Bard Diplomancer, and the winner is Los Tiburon! High fives all around. And that was the story of how I made it to level 4.
Wait!
Okay.
Guy did this at level 3? Guy killed the dragon by pinning its wings in the air at level 3.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do it sometimes.
That's amazing. I want to know what this guy's build was. That is so good. Her gimmick was supposed to be that she was slowly being possessed by black magic and hopefully would end up as a villain. Ooh, that's cool.
One
that makes me.
One of these posts, let's see if it's the original. One of them had like an artwork somebody commented.
I think it probably got removed because of a certain word that was in the.
No, the artwork was in a comment, not the post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it though. It was artwork of the character Los Tiburon on the dragon, like at sunset, as it was falling.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
All right, who's ready for Mr. Bones' wild ride?
Oh yes.
Oh.
Rattling.
Oh, an actual imager link.
Crazy.
Rattling, boys.
Spooky, scary skeletons. I had a pretty elaborate ideas for both my characters, but I just got crappy luck with my D&D group, so never got to play them out. Well, you make me want to run a D&D campaign, but like, and that takes time.
No, but you want to read this one? If you can.
Sure. Novice Necromancer submits a spell to me. Well, to the DM. A DM. It's poorly written, but whatever, you can use it. As is the nature of a fucking weirdo, the Necromancer goes off by himself to perform his degeneracy. A successful summoning. Roll to control it. Fail. The Skeleton Sorcerer summoned an additional Skeleton Sorcerer minion. Nervous laughter.jpg by everyone at the table. Roll to banish. Another fail. Each Skeleton Sorcerer then summons another Sorcerer, 1 per Skeleton Sorcerer. Oh, I see where this is going. Necromancer. Oh god, this is getting bad. I'm gonna need some help. Party is in an inn across the way. Necromancer runs for help. DM runs the calculations. In the time it took for him to get to the party from the inn, the skeletons have reproduced again. There are now over 16,000 skeletons, and they're continuing to multiply exponentially. Oh god. That's too many skeletons, guys. We need a high level NPC. DM, how many more skeletons can be created? DM, according to the spell submitted by Drenokan, there's no limit. Fuck. The party bails from the town. The screams of the townsfolk can be heard in the distance as the skeletons continue to multiply. Everyone smacks Drenokan in the back of the head as they go. As they run, the tower of skeletons emerges from the horizon as the dawn breaks. Party arrives at the port town as a wave of skeletons builds in the forest behind them. Skeletons now tumbling over one another, summoning more skeletons as they fall. Oh, summoning more skeletons as they fall. As skeletons summoning skeletons continue to summon skeletons, summoning skeletons. We'll take a boat and just head off to another continent. Problem solved, guys, right? Let's just get out of here. DM's narration is perfect. Oh, I gotta read this in my DM voice, okay. As the boat departs, skeletons are just beginning to tumble over the docks. The panicked screams of the townsfolk generate an eerie melody. As a procession of percussion drifts through the air, an untold number of bones clattering together herald the end of Swiftwater. The small port town at the western edge of the continent of Edhyak, known for its bustling cities and vibrant merchant commerce, was thus buried beneath a mountain of bones. In the coming hours, millions die in the bone apocalypse. Their bones merely acting as the foundation for yet more bones to follow. McElroy, a merchant character in the party, is livid. He's real big into world building, and he'd spent a month with the DM developing this place, and it basically became a barren bone wasteland in a matter of 6 or 7 turns. McElroy, okay, can we restart already? This is getting stupid. DM, no, not until we finish the story. Boat is filled with weeping people lamenting their forsaken homes. McElroy is considering tossing Drenokan overboard. Other party members are actually trying to critically think things through. How can we stem this tide of undead? Mayhaps we can draw them into the void? The captain of the ship calls out, "God's alive! Protect us! There be skeletons heading our way!" DM narrates further. In the distance, a wave of skeletons roll across the horizon, cutting the sea in twain. The rattle of bones has become a deafening roar. The ship breaks out into a panic. People are screaming, crying, jumping overboard, complete pandemonium. The boat gets swept up in this skeleton tide. Skeletons appear from thin air, tumbling onto the boat as they do. The party is fighting off skeletons on the boat in a sea of skeletons. The wave of skeletons gradually continues to overtake the boat, and soon the boat itself is adrift in a sea of skeletons. The party takes turns fighting off the skeletons, frantically making saving rolls that never hit 20 for some kind of divine intervention. At one point, our sorcerer tries to reason them. "Please stop, no more." Nothing. The DM intervenes. There are countless skeletons now. Even if you could cut down 1 million with a single swing, you'd never be able to overtake their ability to reproduce. This continues for a while longer, and then they reach a critical mass. The weight of the skeletons becomes so great that their combined mass crushes the innermost portions of the planet. The generation of gravity from the skeleton's ever increasing mass sucks everyone into a void of density, instantly killing everyone left on the planet that wasn't already dead. Or a skeleton. This starts a chain reaction which fuels the creation of a new star. A star born of death. The cries of many are lost to the burning blaze in the ether. Some say you can still hear the rattling of bones echoing around the star. Bro, they created so many undead that they created a critical mass and turned the planet into a star.
And this is why we don't do custom spells.
No. This is why we read our custom spells that the players give us and scrutinize the ever-loving hell out of them.
Oh no, the DM did read the spell.
Clearly, he missed on the fine print. Either that, or he let the player miss on the fine print.
Oh no, I think he let the player. He mentioned the DM mentioned it was poorly written.
Oh yeah, it's true. Oh, he did this on purpose. I love that. I love that even more. That changes this from this is why you don't let your players make spells to this is why you let your player make spells.
This is why you don't make custom spells.
When the DM accidentally realizes he needs more time to prepare the setting.
So anyway, you all die. And Mr. Bones' wild ride.
You all die. Come back next week.
I mean, it wasn't false advertising. That was a wild ride.
True?
I think I am gonna have to go soon, so I'm probably not gonna be able to stay much longer.
Alright. Well, we're on our last short story. The Concubine and the Literal Assassin.
Oh boy.
Sam, you want to read this one?
Of course. If I can get it up. Beak B concubine character. High bluff, but very basic combat skills and nothing for utility. Supposed to be a high level campaign, but I'm adamant this is who I want to go with. Have to be carried through every fight, basically. Party thoroughly annoyed. Finally make it to Dark Lord's fortress. Betray party announce I love the Dark Lord, do anything for him. Party locked in dungeon, while Dark Lord and me have wedding ceremony. We retire to his chambers to consummate. At this point, party telling me, and DM to stop this is fucking stupid. They just want D&D, not bear witness to our ERP. The Dark Lord turns his back on us and I reveal myself. Concubine opens her legs, an epic level halfling rogue slides out of her ass. This was my true character all along. Extremely tight space. I've been willing to stay hidden for ass the entire campaign to get close enough to the Dark Lord to assassinate him. Concubine is just a hired NPC the DM agreed probably had an actual circumference more than 2 inches and was willing to let it slide. One last roll. With his legendary armor removed and his back turned, he never sees me coming. Shoot up there like a flash before he knows what's happening. Destroy him from the inside like a whirling dervish. Free party from dungeon and clean up the rest of his minions. Entire group is speechless. And that was how I saved the land. Well, that's
And also just the image they included.
I truly keep coming back to the weirdest stuff. You know, I was expecting like a kind of like a 3 kobolds in a trench coat kind of situation, but this is just way above what I was thinking.
I mean, it's in the title.
Oh my god.
The Concubine and the Literal Assassin.
Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness.
The last line, and that was how I saved the land.
And that was how I saved the land.
Don't worry, Ty. You didn't miss anything important.
I got up for some ice cream and don't even want to know what I missed in the last 40 seconds. Don't worry about it.
Alright, we finished all the short stories. Now I want to jump down to the Commoner's Curse of 300 Wands.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, and this isn't in actual green text form, so this is... I don't know if you're going to be able to stick around for all of this, Sam, but it'll be in the VOD.
It'll be something. And I can also just go read it on my own.
Fair. Last Friday night, I invited 6 of my friends to play a goofy one-off session of Pathfinder. When everyone arrived, I gave them a simple map and told them each to make a level 1 commoner. What followed was one of the weirdest and funniest Pathfinder games we've ever had. We left the rails pretty quickly and never looked back. This is something we need to do sometime, Nobu. Just
A
this.
party of commoners.
This specifically, what we're about to read.
Okay.
For those who want to see the table of random magical effects I used, visit this link. I wonder if the link is still valid. Nope. Sad. That means you can just make something up, Nobu. For those who want to complain about use magic device, yes, I intentionally ignored the skill rules and made the wands point and click to use. Our cast: Korgrok, half-orc woodchopper; Jean Chaucer, human hunter; is that Gemnus or Gemnus? I don't know.
Gemnus?
Gemnus?
Because
Dwarf?
sounds more dwarfy than Gem.
Yeah. Dwarf blacksmith. Torin, human shopkeeper. Philibert.
Ty, you're a genius. Way back machine, baby.
Oh, yeah. Human farmer. Anya, half-elf 12-year-old orphan.
Wait, when did this come out? 9 years ago? Crazy. That. Okay. Guy invented an orphan named Anya, like, almost a decade before. Crazy foresight.
Players are at Orhir's annual harvest festival. Basically the only time the village gets visitors. The amazing juggler who can juggle 3 balls.
Yo.
The vegetable stalls and exotic traveling merchants. See aging dwarf Markel Rockhammer Schmidt sitting atop his wagon smoking halfling tobacco. The sign on the cart reads, "Earn gold quick. Adventurers wanted. Ask Markel about sign." Markel explains that he has been contracted to test wands of magic missile. Markel opens the barrels. The barrels are filled with sticks, 300 of them. Markel explains each one is a wand that has a consistent quirk. The wands will always fire magic missile, but the quirk will happen as well. His job is to test all of the wands to find out the quirks. Markel promises them 1,000 gold each if they test all of the wands.
That's a lot of money for a commoner.
Yeah. Most of the players are skeptical, having never seen a gold piece in their life. However, greed eventually convinces them that this would be an amazing opportunity, as they wouldn't have to work for years and would become the richest people in Orhir. Ask Markel how to use the wands. It's very simple. Let me demonstrate. Everybody watch closely. Markel grabs a random wand from the barrel and shoots a bird. Bird explodes. D10,000 random result. All who see Caster believe him to be a criminal. Stop right there, criminal scum!
Marco sees the entire village of here and run out of town. Oh, that's great.
No one can really explain why he's a criminal, but everyone agrees on it. Mayor Lewis Butterfield agrees that the 6 players can take the wagon and barrel since they found the criminal first. Anya steals some wands when people are not looking. We need to take a short break since we were laughing too hard to speak. I also needed to improvise a new plot hook since the primary quest giver has become a criminal in the eyes of the players and the entire village.
Oh no.
You guys want to keep reading?
Sure. Searching the wagons, they find 2 papers. Actually, Sam, you have to leave soon. You want to read this one?
Searching the wagons, they find 2 papers. First is the contract for testing the magic wands. The players definitely know Markel is a criminal. The wizard in the contract seems legit. Second is a wanted poster for hunting gnolls in the Knoll Woods. At least it's not a grassy knoll. Wait. We could both our Anya hides under the wagon while Korgrok struggles with his idea of doing both jobs at once. Anya's player was not listening when Markle said they were all wands of magic missile. She thinks they just do random magical effects. Anya points a wand at nearest sheep and fires.
No.
Sheep's head explode. Anya is now immune to piercing damage, but does not know it. Mass panic. Villagers running away with livestock. Mary Butterfield tells them they need to leave now. You ruined the harvest festival.
Oh, okay. After a heated discussion about the difference between wagons and carts and where someone can actually sit on them, the PCs decide to head for the Knoll Woods for the bounty. Half of them forget to bring any supplies, so they had to ride all the way back to Torhin's general store and grab some items. By the time they get to Knoll Woods, it is dark. Korgrok can't stop saying, "We're adventurers!" First watch, they spot the first Knoll. Philibert uses a wand to shoot the Knoll, D10,000 random result. Philibert's left hand now has steel fingers. Philibert starts panicking. Oh, steel fingers kind of sounds neat.
Korgrok uses a wand to shoot the Knoll. D10,000 random result. Players get increasingly worried as I erase the board, move all of the players and the horse and the Knoll to new positions, and then fill the board with more models. Teleport all living creatures within 60 yards to the nearest temple. PCs and Knoll are panicked at suddenly being in the middle of an evening mass. Horses standing on top of an altar to Pelor. Villagers are screaming. The priest drops to his knees and starts praying for divine intervention. They finish the Knoll off with a crossbow. The villagers run into the streets. Anya steals golden candlesticks in the confusion. Korgrok handles Animal to calm the horse.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, wait, now try. Okay. I think it was building up feedback. I think you're good now. Try now?
Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Where was I?
Hold for robot. Anya steals golden candlesticks in the confusion.
Korgrok handles Animal to calm the horse. Players run out into the street. The guard stops them. Anya bluffs that there are goblins in the church. Succeed at bluff. Quietly run, leave town. The players determined they were in the village of Big Church, since it's the only village nearby with a stone church. And they skip completely past the Knoll. What?
Whoa. Isn't that crazy? 'Cause it's the only town with a stone church.
So it's called Big Church.
It's called Big Church. I wonder where the big church is.
They skipped completely past the Knoll Woods, past Orthere, and over the river. They also left their wagon, supplies, and an unattended fire. They become extremely worried that the Knolls will get a hold of the barrel full of wands and start running amok, giving the DM some great ideas.
Also, can I just say, where does the DM get these names? Because, oh my god, I love these names.
Or here, or there, Big
Yeah.
Church.
No, do you want me to read the Big Church arc?
Sure.
Okay. Players hire Stanton Riverman, a ferryman, who works on the river, to get them across the river. Stanton is initially crabby at being woken, but when they offer to pay him a gold, he becomes ecstatic. Slightly more than halfway across the river, Anya becomes bored. Anya shoots a new wand at a fish in the river. D10,000 random check. Nearest building is inverted. Hear the horrible noise of hundreds of boards creaking and snapping at once from the other side of the river. Stanton notices his grandmother now knitting outside of her house, looking very confused. Stanton angrily accuses Anya of witchcraft. Party successfully bluffs that they had nothing to do with the house. Stanton helps her grandmother move everything back inside her house while the party travels onward. It's almost midnight. The party stops at Orthere to hire an escort to get them back to their wagon. Harold Bruce agrees to help them. He used to be an adventurer. He puts on his dented breastplate, grabs his rusty sword, and rides with them. Korgrok and Gemnis spot some bear traps before they step in them. Harold scares off some giant spiders. Eventually, they make it back to the wagons. Harold goes home. They search the site. The fire has gone out. There is a one wand out of place and a dead chicken next to it. Party believes a Gnoll grabbed the wand and turned into a chicken. Party gets the idea to start labeling the wands by number so they don't use the bad ones again. They camp and sleep the rest of the night without incident.
Next day, they follow some gnoll tracks. They see two sleeping gnolls in the distance. Korgrok successfully sneaks up, coup de graces both in their sleep. Korgrok brings both severed heads back to the wagon and displays them proudly. Anya shrieks. Korgrok, we're adventurers! Jean, oh my god, he's turning into an ex-murderer! The party wanders more before finding a crude watchtower built by gnolls atop a rocky outcropping.
Oh.
They're alerted when Korgrok takes
Wait.
Am I robot again?
Dobo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I compel thee to cease. There we go.
Okay. The party wanders some more before
That did not work. That just made it worse. Why did that make it worse?
What's happening to me? Nobu?
Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi. Okay.
Ohio?
Ohio.
The party wanders some more before finding a crude watchtower built by gnolls atop a rocky outcropping. They're alerted when Korgrok takes an arrow to the chest. Two gnolls on the tower shoot arrows at the party. Torhin uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. D10,000 random result. The caster's eyes are replaced by pearls, but they can still see normally. No one notices in the middle of the battle.
Oh no.
Gemnis uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. The target starts flapping his arms like a hummingbird. When the gnoll throws his bow away, and his arms start flapping madly. Anya uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. All objects not worn or being carried within 30 feet are disintegrated. It doesn't explicitly say if it means within 30 feet of the caster or the target, so we roll for it. The gnoll tower suddenly disintegrates and the gnolls fall 30 feet to their death. Though dead, one gnoll continues to flap his arms. Three more gnolls show up, probably attracted by the screaming. Philibert uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. Seems to work fine. When Philibert dies, the sun will appear to weep tears of flame. Korgrok uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. Apparently, Korgrok can now cast a spell once per day with no save allowed. Gnoll misses horribly. Jean kills a gnoll with a crossbow. Philibert notices Jean has not been using any wands. Torhin uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. Target is covered in raw sewage. Gnoll is covered in shit. Gemnis uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. Target's eyes glow with fire for one round.
Oh no.
The players think the gnoll is actually a wizard and the wand reveals magical talent. Korgrok, quick, kill that gnoll before he can cast a spell. Anya uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. Seems to work fine. Another gnoll dies. So is that like, if you shoot a target, the damage...
There's a meanwhile. Wait, can I read the meanwhile?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the city of Castlefort, King Rogbert is holding court. The Chancellor of Fardock walks in, bearing the financial forecasts and crop predictions for the next year. Suddenly, the throne room is completely filled with human skulls, just completely crammed. Human skulls floor to ceiling. Anyways, back to Philbert.
Philibert uses a wand to shoot a gnoll. Target is knocked through a portal into the plane of elemental air. A gnoll disappears forever into thin air. The battle is over. Korgrok is fairly injured. They do not have any magical healing. Anya suggests using a random wand on Korgrok, and hopefully it will be a healing wand.
Oh no.
The party begins to question the wisdom of taking a 12-year-old on this adventure. Eventually, someone suggests warping the big church for healing. They wisely pick up all of their barrels first. Someone waves the teleportation wand at the nearest squirrel. It explodes, and the party's in the Church of Pelor again.
Poor squirrel. Rather than explaining to the priest, Korgrot shouts, "I am injured!" The priest runs into the street in fear, comes back with the town guard. Philibert, I ain't going back to prison again. Philibert panic fires a wand at the town guard. All males within 60 yards are covered in blood. Everyone in church is now screaming in terror. Party can hear some people in the street screaming too. One guard throws down his spear and runs for it. Rolfina the horse was female, so she is fine, aside from everyone screaming and being teleported again. Korgrok knows attacking guards is bad, and Philibert is bad for doing it. Korgrok uses a wand to shoot at Philibert, D10,000 a random result. Seems to work fine, though DM is laughing far too hard for it to be good. Nearest river is filled with freshwater sharks. Gemnus uses a wand to shoot Philibert. It seems to work fine. Caster now runs at ×3 speed when naked and unencumbered. Philibert is knocked unconscious. The guard takes them all into custody. Korgrot gets bandaged on his chest wound and leeches on his buttocks to put his humors back into balance.
Players are brought before the mayor of Big Church. Mayor Clark Clifton is furious. The mayor explains that they are a progressive community and do not believe in the death penalty. They also do not have the facilities to keep someone magical jailed. Mayor banishes Philibert Steelfingers from Big Church forever. Says that if he ever comes back, they will ship him to Castlefort, where they do hang prisoners.
Yeah, about Castlefort.
Party agrees this is way more lenient than they deserve. Mayor charges all of them 10 silver pieces for the community disruption they've caused. Party quietly agrees and departs, back to the river.
Oh, okay. Stanton Riverman is rather confused how the hell they got across without him seeing them. Is there another ferry? Do I have competition? Philibert says they sunk the other ferry after they rode it. Stanton happily believes them. Stanton charges them double for their ferry ride this time. Turns out the river is now full of sharks. Anya's bored again. Anya uses the wand to shoot at the shark. Seems to work just fine. Next time caster enters a mine, it feels 50 degrees hotter to the caster than normal. Anya uses the same wand again. It will now be 100 degrees hotter. DM quietly changes the Knoll Cave to an abandoned mine inhabited by gnolls in his notes. Philibert confronts Jean. Oh, sorry, go for it.
Philibert confronts Jean. Hey, you haven't been using any of these wands. You trying to cheat us? You gotta use 2 right now. Jean cringes but complies. Jean shoots a wand at a shark. Seems to work fine. Nearest paladin believes he has lost his paladinhood. Jean shoots a second wand. Seems to work fine. Civil unrest begins in the nearest village and spreads throughout the kingdom.
Not Big Church. Not again.
Big Church in Castlefort.
Poor fucking Big Church, man.
Anya grabs another wand.
Such a break.
And shoots another shark. The shark bites a fish, then immediately gets a bite taken out of it. This one seems to reflect damage. Well, that's good. Party goes to Orthere. I ask them if they want to hire Harold Bruce to escort them to their wagon again. Korgrok only responds, "We're adventurers." They get back to the wagon alone without any problems, but it is quite dark by the time they get there. They make camp again. Korgrok takes first watch. Natural 1 for perception. Roll for a random encounter for temperate forest. 91. Korgrok wakes up with the dire tiger's fangs hovering over his skull. Korgrok pretty much knows he's dead. Korgrok aims a wand at dire tiger's groin and prays for help. D10 the result. The caster appears to lose all muscle, skin sagging from his bones.
Oh no!
Dire tiger is stuck in the jaw, and his prey appears to suddenly melt. He roars and leaps back in surprise.
Oh my god.
Anya screams, climbs onto the wagon, and shoots a wand at the tiger in fear. Dire Tiger leaps for Anya. As soon as the first claw touches her, touches Anya, the Dire Tiger explodes into a cloud of fur and guts. Anya is soaked in tiger goo. Anya continues screaming. Korgrok gets up. The party starts screaming since it looks like Korgrok melted. Eventually, the party figures out that Korgrok is okay. Suddenly, all of the goo and fur and intestines sucks off of Anya and the wagon. The Dire Tiger reforms.
Oh my god.
Completely bewildered, but unharmed. Party is screaming again. The Dire Tiger runs off into the woods and never comes back. Oh my god.
The party advances to level 2 commoners. They've seen some shit. In the morning, the party tracks the gnolls to an abandoned mine. Anya walks in, runs out because it's burning hot. Party eventually convinces her to walk back in again, and she is fine. Narrowly avoids a pit trap inside, then encounter 3 more gnolls. One of the gnolls' home instantly gets hot and cold running water, but no sink. Wait, what? One of the gnolls inherits a small fortune after he dies. One of the ones turns a gnoll into a juju zombie. Oh no, those are actually kind of strong. One of the wands casts Cure Light Wounds on the party. Anya uses one last wand to attack a gnoll. Caster does not believe that they are not undead. Anya now believes she is a vampire. Next round, Anya goes over to the Juju zombie gnoll and bites into its neck, drinking its blood. Korgrok, Jesus Christ, Jesus Pelor. Oh, that's good.
We had to quit at this point since it was quite late. If we ever do play again, it'll be fun having to deal with the long-term effects of the Shark River, the Skull King of Castlefort, and the new anti-paladin of Stumbleglen. The civil unrest soon to embroil the country, and the 12-year-old who thinks she is a vampire. Oh my god.
This is such a good idea. Like a shitpost of one-shot. Oh, I need to try this one day.
Yeah. Do you have time to read another?
What time's 9? Oh, it's okay. No, well, I technically have 10 minutes left.
I don't
think
think.
it's gonna take us longer than 10
Yeah.
minutes to read the next one. Well, I think we'll have to take a rain check on that.
We'll give a preview for next time. Just a short preview. I'll just read the cast as our preview.
Okay.
Korgrok, a half-orc who has delusions of being an adventurer. He currently suffers the illusion that his muscles have melted off his body, giving him a saggy, unsettling look. Jean Chaucer, a human who is secretly trying to avoid using any wands. He will see through all illusions for the next 64 days.
Okay.
Gemnis, a dwarf blacksmith who currently believes she is naked. Torhin, human shopkeeper and probably the least cursed of the group overall. Philibert Steelfingers, halfling farmer and wildcard of the group. I mistakenly listed him as a human in the last story, but none of the other players heard him say that he was a halfling either, so I'm not the only one with hearing issues. Anya, a half-elf 12-year-old orphan currently drinking gnoll blood under the belief that she is a vampire. We did some research after last session, and it turns out that a Juju zombie is not an actual zombie, but someone brainwashed by voodoo. On the positive side, this means that Anya does not have to worry about contracting zombie plague. On the negative side, she's drinking regular no blood. That probably isn't very sanitary either.
Oh my god.
Oh, and there's a map. Let's take a look at the map.
It still exists. It's there right now. We're outside or there.
Yeah, so there's or there, or here,
or here.
Tower Town, Far Dock, Big Church, Castle Fort, and Ogrethorpe.
I want to know who this DM is because I want to steal their name in convention. Because oh my god, it is amazing.
I mean, if you think about it, this is just how naming conventions used to work.
Kind of, yeah. It's really good. Oh man. All right. Well,
All right.
I think that's about enough. That's about all I can manage tonight. I hope you had a good time. I'll try and get an actual proper schedule. Tonight's stream is going to replace tomorrow's stream that we would have technically done tomorrow, but I might be a bit busy. And then Friday we have Repo, and Saturday we have Call of Cthulhu ? Maybe.
I hope so.
Would be fun. So stay tuned. If we don't have Call of Cthulhu, I'll play something else. Maybe some Where Winds Meet or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Goodbye. Have a good time. Good night, everyone. Oh wait, I forgot that we can raid. Hold on.
Oh boy, we're raiding.
Oh boy, we're raiding. Who we raiding? I think. Let me see who's. I know I'm thinking. Careful, everyone. I'm thinking.
Oh no, nobody's thinking.
I'm thinking.
Oh damn, I can raid Nobuyuki Volpe.
Yo, that's crazy. I heard he's really cool. And there's no members of. Careful, he is experiencing thoughts. I'm experiencing thoughts.
I've got Trash Taste and Henya as people I follow who are alive.
Yeah, sure. I'll raid Henya. No, maybe in like I don't know 5 years if I'm suddenly somehow popular, maybe. But
No, just do it.
no.
Do it.
Tannis is live. Oh, Tannis is live. Yeah, we'll just raid out to Tannis and just kind of leave it at that. It's gonna be a bit of a raid and dash because I gotta go. I think the stream hasn't even technically started yet, so you know. Nice warm welcome on that front. Anyways, good night. Have a good night, everyone.
Wait,
I'll see you.
Who's Tannis? So I can raid too.
Oh,
Is it Tannis of Terra?
Tannis_of Terra. Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
All right. Bye, everyone. Good night.
Goodbye, everybody. Like and subscribe if you want more 300 wands or whatever. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe.